Hello, and welcome to another edition of Elizabeth Burnt, This and That.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome back. I know it's been a long time, but we are reviewing Cobra Kai Season 1 through 6. As a child growing up in the 80s, one of my favorite films of the time was, Karate Kid 2. Third one, not so much. Fourth one was mediocre at best. And then they had a reboot much later on, which I didn't really care for, but I had heard of the series before, and I was a little dubious at first, but I thought, okay, fine. I'll give it a shot. And it had Easter eggs and footage from the original Karate Kid films, and it is the absolute best series I have ever seen. It's completely flawless, which is very rare for a series to do. There are tons of life lessons, moral takeaways, and valuable pearls of wisdom sprinkled throughout the series. There are some plot holes and perhaps suspension of belief, but at its core, it plays tribute to the age-old underdog tale, and it has a satisfying redemption arc for an old nemesis. There's some great acknowledgement to Will Smith, who was an executive producer in the series, and Jaden was in the reboot. Even if you aren't a fan of the original films or karate as a whole, the themes here are ones that everyone can glean knowledge from, and they have an excellent philosophy that anybody can learn from. It's uplifting, heartwarming, and absolutely incredible. I can't recommend it enough. 5 stars, 2 thumbs, way up. And I wanted to ask you your opinion, what you thought.
I enjoyed it. I didn't know if I'd like it or not, but I enjoyed it. It was a very good series.
You cried.
Well, maybe
we cried a lot.
There was a point where I thought maybe there was just a little bit too much karate fighting in it, but that's what people tuned in for.
Came for.
And that's just me. But yeah, very good series. Enjoyed it. And you might tell us a little bit about some of the other reviews you've got coming up. One we'll do tonight.
Well, the other review I'm doing tonight is Dark Winds Season 3, which we just recently finished not long ago. And what I'm going to be doing in the future is Conclave, since we recently received a new pope. So I thought that would be apropos.
Alrighty. So this week we'll be doing some more webcasts. We've got everything set up again in the studio, and I've got at least one new toy to play with. We've got multiple cameras here. And at some point, we'll do a show on radioactive things. That's another of our hobbies. We do some metal detecting. So we do have multiple hobbies. We've got, let me take a look here, some different camera angles. I got these a while back, the Rode wireless microphones. Let me pull one out of here. So these are small wireless microphones. Haven't used them yet, but they do tie it into my Rodecaster Pro, which is right up here on the desk that I use for audio levels. So I'll be playing around with that a little bit. We plan to do at least one live in the coming future, and I'm set up so I can put telephone calls on the air. I should bring up a camera from my iPhone, but it's not doing that. We've also got another toy here. This is basically a video microscope. And I just got too good a deal on this, so I couldn't resist. I love gadgets, but that's a watch dial. And I need to put a new watch band on that watch dial. And I might even use the microscope for that to help me see the small little teeny tiny parts that I've got to work with in putting on a new watch band, unless I just go the lazy route, take it up to the jeweler and say, hey, put this on for me for $10 or whatever. But I can go back to the phone camera now. I've got a digital hybrid, which is right here. And that's used by radio stations, broadcasters to put telephone calls, traditional telephone lines to put calls on the air. And I can take a call by pressing the button. Of course, there's nobody there right now. And we can take callers live on the air. So that's something I'll be playing with a little bit at some point. So,
Well, when we do the live.
so that's some of the goodies we've got here. And we'll go back to Elizabeth there. And we're going to record another webcast here in just a moment, which she'll publish a few days later.
Right.
Any other thoughts? Stuff we've been watching?
Well, we've been watching Picard.
Picard, yeah, for Star Trek fans.
Season 2.
Season 1 was good.
Season 2 was Season
2
1 was exemplary.
Season 2 sucked.
Was
Too
awful.
much time getting into Picard's head, his history, trauma as a child.
I thought, come on, get to the point.
Yeah, come on, let's get to the fights, get to the point. And then getting into Season 3, it's good. They've got fights, they've got drama, action.
Familiar faces.
Yeah, the kind of stuff that I like. Yeah, Worf comes back, which is a little bit of a surprise. Any other shows that come to mind?
Your Friends and Neighbors.
Oh, yeah, that's good. Is there another
it's
episode ready on that?
Yes.
Good.
We've got some episodes to watch.
Yeah, this is a guy really well off. He's like a stockbroker or similar to that.
Right.
And
has an affair, messes up his life.
Well, his wife cheats on him.
His wife cheats on him.
She marries the guy that she cheated with. They've all kind of got to stay friends. They live in an affluent neighborhood, and so everybody knows everybody. They go, and he's kind of not coming clean that he's unemployed now.
Right.
And
for his pride,
he kind of a little bit becomes the neighborhood thief, and that's as far as we'll go on that.
Right.
It's a good show.
It's wonderful.
I thought it was very entertaining. I enjoyed it. So it might be something that you all might want to check out. Anything else? Summertime events? Maybe Hippie Fest?
Well, Hippie Fest, we're hoping to go back to Hobo Fest at some point.
Yeah, there's Hobo Fest.
Maybe going to
That's
Missouri.
in Britt, Iowa. We went last year, and it was an interesting cultural event.
I loved it.
I liked a lot of the people we met, a lot of interesting stories, and we might do that again.
Good group of people.
Yeah, and we've got a couple of bicycle races and trials coming up for Dust Bowl 100. We've got the Pedal Putnam races that'll be here in Putnam County.
Right.
So we'll have some of that stuff. Maybe I'll show some photos at some point. I'm the official photographer for the Dust Bowl 100.
We both are.
So we take a lot of photos, and when they do the practice races where they travel some parts of the course, they call it their recons. I photograph those as well. So we've already done one this spring.
Yeah.
So anyway, that's some of the stuff that we've got going on, and look forward to doing some future webcasts. And we'll be back with our next one here in a few days, I guess.
Right.
All right. Well, that'll do it for now. Say goodbye, Elizabeth.
Bye, Elizabeth.